The Buddha's teaching defines karma as intentional actions of mind, speech, and body, satana, that lead to future results. A wholesome intention produces beneficial outcomes, and unwholesome intentions produce stressful outcomes later on. This cause and effect is natural and not moral judgment, but a law of causation. In the story of Mathakundal, the young Brahmin made a simple but powerful choice. When he saw the Buddha, even while weak and dying, he turned his mind toward the Buddha with devotion and faith. That mental intention, even without physical renunciation, charity, or rituals, was enough to create a wholesome karmic cause, kusala kamma. The Buddha saw that this single intentional thought of faith would ripen, mature, into a result for Mathakundal after his death. Because of his sincere mental devotion, he was reborn as a deva, god, in the Tavatimsa heaven, dwelling in a magnificent celestial mansion. This rebirth was the vipāka, result of his wholesome mind intention. This shows a key Buddhist idea. Not all karmic results are experienced immediately. They can appear after death or in another life, depending on causes created. The Buddha's verse recited in this story emphasizes this point. Mind is the forerunner of all phenomena. If one speaks or acts with a pure mind, happiness follows like a shadow that never leaves. This teaching explains that thought precedes everything. Mental intentions shape how we speak and act. Purity of mind leads to happiness. Even if one cannot act physically, a sincere intention can be powerful enough to shape rebirth. Happiness or suffering follows us, like a shadow follows a person. The karmic results of our intentions continue with us. Mathakundala's faith at the moment of death demonstrates this. His internal devotion was enough to produce a beneficial rebirth. After Mathakundala's rebirth and appearance before his mourning father, the father saw the tangible result of his son's rebirth and understood the Buddha's teaching. This led him to go for refuge in the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha, practice the 5 precepts, eventually become a stream enterer, Sotapanna, along with his son. This shows that insight into karmic results can transform a person. When a person understands the law of karma directly, not just intellectually but through experience, it can lead to deep inner change and liberation. One key discussion in the story is whether a person can attain a high rebirth or spiritual result only through faith, without other meritorious acts like charity, observance, or rituals. When Mathakundali appears in celestial form and confirms his rebirth by faith alone, the Buddha affirms that the quality of the mind, clarity, purity, and devotion is central to karmic outcomes. This doesn't negate the value of ethical conduct or generosity. Rather, it highlights that wholesome mental states are themselves karmically significant. The story beautifully illustrates that. Our inner life, thoughts, intentions, is not separate from our experiences. A single moment of sincere faith creates a karmic force that shaped Mathakundala's rebirth. Karma is not arbitrary or fated. It responds to intentionality. So the Buddha teaches us that inner transformation, mindfulness, intention, and clarity are the true sources of happiness and liberation.